Hello everyone, my name is Pranav and I am a legal intern in Lexis and Company. So in today's video I am going to give a brief overview about the topic of curative petition. So curative petition is a legal remedy available in Indian judicial system that allows for the re-examination of a final judgment or order passed by the Supreme Court of India. Even after exhausting all other remedies, it is a discretionary power given to the Supreme Court to rectify all grave errors, injustices or violations of fundamental rights that may have occurred. So now I am going to talk about the concept of curative petition. The concept of curative petition was introduced by the Supreme Court of India in the landmark case of Rupa Ashok Hura versus Ashok Hura and another in 2002. The court recognized that even after the dismissal of a review petition, certain cases may require further reconsideration to prevent miscarriage of justice. The curative petition acts as a checks and balance mechanism to correct any errors that may have been overlooked. So now I am going to talk about procedure and grounds of filing. To file a curative petition, the petitioner must establish the following grounds. So the first one is violation of principles of natural justice. The second one is the decision suffered from the bias of a judge. Third one is the decision was given without hearing the petitioner. Fourth and the last one is the decision was passed in violation of the principle laid down in Rupa Ashok Hura case. The petition must be filed within 30 days of the final judgment or order, and it is a subject to strict scrutiny by the court. The curative petition should contain grounds on which it is filed, supported by relevant facts and legal provisions. So now I am going to discuss a few landmark cases with you all. So the first one is Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India. It is a significant landmark case that exemplifies the importance of curative petitions in the Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India case. In this case, a 5-judge bench of Supreme Court decriminalized consensual same-sex relationship in India by striking down section 377 of IPC, that is Indian Penal Code, which criminalized homosexuality. However, despite this historic judgment, there were concerns regarding its limited scope. The judgment only decriminalized consensual same-sex relationship but did not address only other significant issues such as marriage rights, adoption and inheritance. This led to an outrage in filing of curative petition by the activists and organizations working for LGBTQ rights. The curative petition argued that the judgment failed to adequately protect the fundamental rights of the LGBTQ community and as well as the individuals connected to that community. It contended that the discrimination faced by the community extended beyond the criminal aspects and encompassed various civil rights and privileges denied to them due to their sexual orientation. The Supreme Court, after considering the curative petition, expanded the scope of initial judgments in Navtej Singh Johar case. In a subsequent ruling, it recognized the right of marriage for same-sex couples and provided them with legal protection and equal rights, including inheritance and adoption. So now I am going to talk about significance of curative petition. So the curative petition plays a crucial role in ensuring that justice is not denied due to inadvertent errors or limitations of a judgment. It acts as a safeguard against potential miscarriages of justice and allows for the correction of grave errors that may have impact on the rights and liberties of individuals. So now I am going to wind up this video, and if you guys have any doubt regarding the topic of curative petition, you can just ping me in the comment box and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So thank you so much and have a nice day.